Good afternoon and welcome to Open Mic.
All aboard! Rock on line, it's a mighty good road. Rock on line, it's a road to ride. Rock on line, she's a mighty good road. If you want to ride, you gotta ride it like you find it. Got your ticket at the station at the Rock on line. Yes, sir. Hey, rock on line. Well, it's a mighty good road. Hey, rock on line. Well, it's a road to ride. Hey, rock on line. Well, it's a mighty good road. If you want to ride, you gotta ride it like you find it. Got your ticket at the station at the Rock on line. Well, ABC and an XYZ. Cat's in the corner and he can't see me. Yeah. Rock on line. It's a mighty good road. Rock on line. It's a road to ride. Rock on line. It's a mighty good road. And you want to ride, you gotta ride it like you finally got your ticket at the station at the Rock on line. Well, I may be right and I may be wrong. Yeah, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. Yeah. Rock on line. It's a mighty good road. Rock on line. It's a road to ride. Rock on line. She's a mighty good road. If you want to ride, you gotta ride it like you finally got your ticket at the station at the Rock on line. Listen. It's a mighty good road. Rock on line. It's a road to ride. Rock on line. She's a mighty good road. If you want to ride, you gotta ride it like you finally got your ticket at the station at the Rock on line. Pretty little girl sitting in the shade, counting all the money Michael ain't made. Yeah. Rock on line. It's a mighty good road. Rock on line. It's a road to ride. Rock on line. She's a mighty good road. If you want to ride, you gotta ride it like you finally got your ticket at the station at the Rock on line. See me coming, better step aside. A lot of men didn't, a lot of men died. Rock on the line, it's a mighty good road. Rock on the line, it's a road to ride. Rock on the line, it's a mighty good road. If you want to ride, you gotta ride it like you finally got your ticket at the station at the Rock on the line. Yeah, rock on the line. Well, it's a mighty good road. Yeah, rock on the line. Well, it's a road to ride. Yeah, rock on the line. Well, it's a mighty good road. If you want to ride, you gotta ride it like you finally got your ticket at the station at the Rock on the line.
And welcome back to Open Mic. My guests today are Michael and Michael from the MSK Project. Michael's welcome so much, and thank you for joining me today on Open Mic.
You bet. Really appreciate you having us on.
All right, we are here to discuss your latest CD entitled A Couple of Guitars and a Handful of Harps, very apropos name to the CD. It is a beautiful CD done in some fantastic blues tradition. And the track we started off with was entitled Rock Island Line, kind of a little railroad tune. You guys want to give us a few words on this song?
Sure, yeah. It's just one of the in fact, I think one of the first songs we ever started playing together. And, yeah, it's just a great tune.
So I wanted to ask you just real quick about the name of your band, the MSK Project. You both have the initials of MSK. Could you please state your names and which instrument you play?
Yeah, this is Michael Stephan Kakuk here, and I'm handling the harmonicas.
And I'm Michael Sean Killeen, and I'm playing guitar and singing.
You guys do a fantastic job. You really delve into some beautiful blues, and you guys pick some fantastic, a couple songs that I have not heard, a couple that I have heard and familiar with. And I guess I wanted to start off by asking you guys, you've been playing together now for several years, and I just wanted to let our audience know if you could please tell us a little bit of history about the band, when you two as a group performance came together.
Well, I think back in about 2005, me and Michael played in a group here in town called the Helena Blues Project, and we played together for about 5 years. We played at Rockin' the Rivers in 06 and 07, and then, but from the get-go of that, Michael suggested he and I do this project, and it's just been real fun and natural, and yeah, we get out and play, and people dance and have a great time.
Now, this latest CD that you guys did, kind of looking through it, there was a couple of people that you really gave a lot of credit to as far as being an influence in the sound, and a couple of the songs you did, that would be Sonny Terry and Brownie McGee. Tell us a little bit about these guys and how they have come to influence you in your style of music, at least on this latest CD.
Yeah, Sonny Terry and Brownie McGee were two of my early influences. This is Michael on harmonica. I first heard about those guys back in the late 1970s when I picked up the harp, and I had never actually played any of the music out, though. I'd never been in a group where it was appropriate. So when Helena and I decided to get together, that was the first thing on my list. He had not heard of them before, much less heard them. So it was a learning experience for both of us, because the stuff sounds easy, but actually there's some little tricky parts in there. And for the musicians who are listening to this stuff, you're going, well, that sounds, man, what key are they in? Some of these songs, we're playing them in like F sharp. And I'm sure Sonny Terry and Brownie McGee on guitar, and Sonny Terry, world-class harmonica player, I'm sure they didn't play them in F sharp, but you know, these things, some of them were recorded back in the 30s, and with the equipment and transferring it from vinyl to acetate, etc., the speeds got screwed up, but we figured if we learned it, you know, we're hearing it off the old vinyl in F sharp. That's the key we're going to play it in. So Mikey's got that capo up, and I got a bunch of odd signature harmonicas, and it works out okay.
Fantastic. There's one thing I wanted to ask you guys. You know, something about the blues that really resonates with so many different people, and you know, throughout the ages, blues as a genre of music runs very deep. It also reflects many generations of players and different styles of players, but yet, you know, when you listen to some of these old blues tunes, you feel some of the original music coming through, you feel some of the original vibrations and the emotions that come through, but yet, you know, especially what I was hearing on you guys' CD, you had mentioned that you kind of changed chords and keys on it. How do you go about, or I should ask, is it difficult to go about playing some of these classic blues songs, but yet reinventing them so they suit your own personalities? You guys do such a wonderful job in doing these songs. Do you try to stick more with some of the original tunes, or is it more kind of let your own light shine through your songs?
Oh, man, that's a great question. I think we just kind of listen to them, and then our own styles definitely go into it, I think. And I think that's what comes across, why people enjoy it, because it's just real honest. It's coming. We're not just covering it, but we're, you know, kind of doing our own version of it.
Yeah, this is not a tribute band. It's not part of the show. It's not a shtick. We love the music, and we have to put our own spin on it, because we're the ones who are playing it. And as Mikey says, I think that's one of the reasons that people really seem to enjoy coming out and listening to these tunes, is because they're new, as you mentioned. They're new and they're old at the same time, and every time you play them, they're different.
And another thing on that, Brownie McGee, some of the guitar stuff he does, it's like I had to come up with my own version because I couldn't figure out what the heck he was doing. It's pretty awesome.
The track we started off with was entitled Rock Island Line. Let's go ahead and listen to the first song on this latest CD, entitled Living with the Blues. You want to give us a couple words on this song?
Yeah, let me set that up for you. This was the first tune we recorded. This album was recorded in 2 nights. It took us 8 hours in the studio to put these 11 tracks down. And this was the first one. And this one, we've got Chris Heisel on bass on a couple, and we added Tim Borsberry on drums on one of them. But this one, it's just Mikey and I, and we sat there in the studio, and we strapped things on, and it was just 2, 3, 4, and Colleen screwed it up 3 times.
I meant to do that.
And, you know, and the tape was rolling the whole time, and when we got done with it, we listened to it, and we said, no, not only are we going to keep those screw-ups, that's going to be the first song on the album, because I think it sets the tone, lets people know how much fun we're having on stage, how much fun we had in the studio, and that this is, you know, it's not unpolished, it's not raw, it's just real. Absolutely. And, you know, one of the things people always say about the blues, you know, it ain't really there to make you feel worse, it's there to make you feel better.
Yeah.
And that was one of the things I heard from that first track. You guys you could feel that you're just kind of joking around, having fun in the studio, which is the most important thing when you're creating music. And really got a sense of that during the entire CD. So let's go ahead and have a listen. This is Living with the Blues. Once again, my guests today on Open Mic are Michael Colleen and Michael Koch, both from the band the MSK Project. We're featuring songs from their latest CD entitled A Couple of Guitars and a Handful of Harps, only right here on Open Mic on 89.9 FM, KGPR, Great Falls.
Let's see, one more time. Okay, here we go. From my childhood to where I am now, I ain't gonna worry how I get by somehow. My mama had 'em, daddy had 'em too. I was born with a blue. Tell you something, friend, it ain't no joke. Wouldn't trade my past life for my weight in gold. My mama had 'em, daddy had 'em too. I was born with the blues. I've used my guitar for my pillow. Yeah, this hollow log has even been my bed. The blues, my only companion. I had to sing the blues for my meat and bread. Oh yeah, hungry to know if I began to roam. Poor old Mikey, I'm from a broken home. My mama had 'em, daddy had 'em too. I was born with the blues. You ever been down? You know how I feel. Feel like an engine, ain't got no driving wheel. But I'm not ashamed, ain't that news? Yeah, we've been living with the blues. Don't believe I'm sinking, look what a hole I'm in. Don't believe I love you, look what a fool I've been. But I'm not ashamed, ain't that news? We've been living with the blues. Because rocks was my mother and father's pillow, yes sir. Cold ground had to be their bed. Blue sky was their blanket, and the moonlight was their spread. Oh yeah, you think I'm happy, but you don't know my mind. Smile on my face, but I'm bleeding all the time. But I'm not ashamed, ain't that new? I was born with the blues. Come on, Michael, play some blues. Rocks was my mother and father's pillow, oh yeah. Cold ground had to be their bed. The blue sky was their blanket, and the moonlight was their spread. Oh yeah, I worked all summer, slaving on the farm. Had to take my Christmas in my overalls, but I'm not ashamed, ain't that new? been living with the blues. My mama had 'em, daddy had 'em too. We were born with the blues. I'm not ashamed, no friends, ain't that a lot of news? Me old Michael's got the blues.
All right, we're back, and both of you, Michaels, I wanted to ask you a question. You guys have played a lot of different kind of blues. You played in many different bands over the years. Do you, and the blues themselves, they tend to fall in certain types of blues. You know, you have the Memphis Delta, you have Texas blues, you have different kinds of blues. Is there one area that you guys find your influences come mostly from? Or if people ask you, what kind of blues do you play, what would you answer?
Long pause. Not sure. Oh, gosh. I've never really, there are certain groups out there that, definitely do Delta, and to be honest, Michael's very educated in those genres. I'm not. I love them all. So whatever song hits me, that's kind of what I want to do.
Sure, you just feel it.
Sonny Terry and Brownie McGee, when I first heard them back in the 70s, it was known as country blues. And I never really understood where the country stuff came from. But before that, apparently, back in the 40s and 50s, it was known as folk blues. So it's, even the names change. And it's, I don't know. People say, oh, you can't put a label on us. But, that's not real either, because people want to know if you're, Gregorian chants or you're doing some rock and roll or what. I mean, you got to start parsing it out somehow.
There's some fantastic sounds that you guys recorded. You had mentioned that you did this in just a fairly short period of time in the studio itself. The different harps that you guys, the harmonicas that you play, and the different guitar sounds that you guys come up with. I know we have a lot of techies out there that listen to the show. You just want to give us a few words on basically the instruments that you use.
Well, we could start with the guitars. I'm just using a 6-string acoustic. It's a Dean acoustic. It's got electronics in it. We put a mic on it as well, though, in the studio. On 2 of the tracks, I'm playing a resonator guitar. It's also a Dean. Excuse me, yeah, and it's you'll catch a couple tracks of that. For me, that's pretty much all that I use when we're playing in this group.
And the harmonicas, for me, it's there's a bunch of different keys, a handful of different keys, but they're all the same. They're all Lee Oscar diatonics, 10 holes. There are no special tunings. I don't have them customized. I do replace my own reeds, and I dress the reeds themselves just to keep the damn things playable. But there's nothing fancy about it at all.
One of the things I wanted to say about the CD, my first time listening to it, just listening, it sounds like I'm right there in the room. I mean, however you guys recorded it, it sounds fantastic. There is a warmth and a depth to the CD that I really appreciated and could hear every tone coming out of both of your instruments, and just thought that was fantastic. So I really enjoyed just listening to it on the acoustic side of things. It was a fantastic album. I wanted to go ahead and play another song. We're going to hear Red River Blues, another Terry McGee tune. Just a couple words on this song from you guys.
No, but thank you for the kind words on the sound, and we have to give credit to Dan Nichols from Soul Tree Recording. He's got an ear for this stuff, and he just did a great job for us. So, salute to Dan Nichols.
Fantastic. Well, let's go ahead and have a listen to Red River Blues, coming off the CD entitled A Couple of Guitars and a Handful of Harps, the latest CD from the MSK Project, right here on Open Mic on 89.9 FM, KGPR, Great Falls.
Which way does that blood-red river run? Honey, point my back on to that rising sun. Well, I hate to see that rising sun go down. It makes me feel like, yeah, I'm on my last go round. Tell the dumper, oh Lord, to 6 feet of clay. 'Cause a blood red river rising 6 feet in a day. The rivers run into the count. Yeah, tell my brother Bill that woman he's loving, Lord, is all gonna get him killed. What was her name, Michael? Yeah, Cruel Jane, cruel Jane. Don't hold your head so high. Yeah, one of these days you're gonna lay right down and die. Mighty rumbling, yeah, I took myself a look around. And that northern or southern low till that deep boy down. Well, if you see, yeah, you see me coming, honey, throw your man outdoors. I ain't no stranger, well, I've been here before. Yeah, you see me coming, baby. How's your window high? You see me leaving, girl, hang your head and cry.
So we're back. Michael Colleen
Yes,
and Michael Kakuk. I wanted to ask you guys, so on this CD, most of the songs are just you two. You threw in a bass here, and then on one of the tracks, there are some drums. I wanted to ask you guys a little bit about your live shows. Do you tend to stick to the duo style, or, you know, from what I've read about you guys or heard about you guys, you play with a various amounts of other musicians on stage? What is your favorite setup on stage?
You know, we pretty much, it's just the two of us. We played at Red Ant's Pants this year, just the two of us, and we did a couple other outdoor shows. On occasion, we have our good friend Chris Heisel play bass with us. He was the bass player in the Helena Blues Project, as well as Tim Borsberry, the drummer on the last track. Well, actually, track 10, I'm not sure. But anyway, yeah, they're just good friends of ours, and yeah, every once in a while we have Chris play with us, and that's pretty much it. We don't really do it any other way.
I thought you guys did a great job in kind of defining your, I don't know, I wanted to say mission statement almost on your CD. It says that you are recreating the music and energy of the old juke joints, roadhouses, and honky-tonks across America. The MSK Project's been delivering authentic acoustic rhythm and blues around the state of Montana since 2005, playing everything from high-energy dance numbers to sultry blues to twangy country and western standards. The MSK Project takes you back to those days when two guys, a couple of guitars, and a handful of harmonicas could keep the place rocking and the dance floor full till they made them shut it down, which I thought was a great encompassing, I don't know, like I said, mission statement for what you guys are doing, kind of your mantra out there. When you guys play live songs, do you mix in some slower stuff, or do you try to keep it going full steam, or how are your live shows typically laid out?
Yeah, it's pretty high energy. We try to throw maybe one slower one in a set, you know, just to kind of change the dynamic a little bit. But yeah, and like you said, we do country blues and, you know, old blues, and yeah, we mix it up pretty good. But yeah, the idea is to keep them dancing and partying and having a good time. One
of the things I love about the blues is, you know, when I think of the blues, one of the first things that takes me back is to those old, like, kind of back porch blues from the 30s and the 40s. These guys are just kind of out there on their porches singing really what they feel. And then as it grew from then, came to be a very festive, enjoyable, get everyone together sort of reason for celebration. And I think that is something that you guys do a fantastic job in encompassing. Not only is there depth in the lyrics and some introspection there, but there is a have fun kind of attitude and a jubilance for life, which is something, like I said, the blues are not there to make you feel bad. They're there to make you feel better. And I want to say I thought you guys did a fantastic job doing that on this latest CD of yours.
Well, thanks so much.
Absolutely.
We got to get up to Great Falls.
Yeah, sounds good. We do have time for one more song, but before we get to that song, I wanted to ask you guys if you could tell the audience here where we can find you, either a phone number, something on the internet, some upcoming shows that you guys have, so the interested viewers out there, or interested listeners, could come down and see you wherever you're playing next. Where can we go to find out information about what you guys are doing?
Well, first of all, we can be located on ReverbNation.com. So just go to ReverbNation.com/MSK Project, and that has all our songs from the album on it, and you can download those or get the whole copy, or you can go out to Amazon.com or CD Baby, and my phone number's on there for, if you want to book the band. But our dates are on that Reverb Nation site. And, we have a bunch. We're going to be playing at the Ski Hill here, Great Divide in Helena several times this month and next month. And then we're in Missoula New Year's Eve for their first night out. So you can go on their site, too, and see when and where we're playing.
Well, I wanted to say, before we hear your last tune, thank you, Michael Colleen and Michael K. Kook from the MSK Project, for joining us here on Open Mic. Appreciate you guys taking the time. The latest CD, entitled A Couple of Guitars and a Handful of Harps, is beautiful. I recommend it to all the listeners out there picking it up. There is more songs than what you're hearing today on the show. It's a fantastic blues, some real gritty, some real fantastic stuff on there. So go ahead and pick that up. Michael and Michael, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
And we're going to go ahead and end up with a tune entitled Packing Up, kind of apropos, and maybe a few last words on packing up here.
It's another Sonny Terry, Brown and McGee, goes back probably to the late 1940s, and it's our traditional closer on a live show. That's pretty much the last song we'll do until, of course, we get the encore. Right.
Always. Fantastic. Well, this is Packing Up from the MSK Project, once again off their latest CD entitled A Couple of Guitars and a Handful of Harps. Michael and Michael, thank you so much for joining me today on Open Mic. Appreciate you guys taking the time, and thank you so much for the beautiful music.
All right. Thanks, folks.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
We're packing up, gonna leave it now. We're packing up, leaving anyhow. We're packing up, we know where we're bound. We're just packing up and getting ready to go. I'm packing up, yeah, we're gonna leave you now. Packing up, yeah, we're going anyhow. Packing up, yeah, we know where we're bound. We're just packing up and getting ready to go. You know, I'm sitting there wondering if a shoebox can hold my clothes. Packing up, yeah. I ain't got so many, I got so far to go. Just packing up and getting ready to go. You can't read my letters, you can't read my mind. I'm packing up, yeah, I'll leave you this time. But I'm sitting here laughing just to keep from crying. Just packing up and getting ready to go. We're packing up, yeah, I'm gonna leave you now. We're packing up, leaving now. We're packing up, we know where we're bound. Just packing up and getting ready to go. We're packing up, gonna leave it now. We're packing up, yeah, I'm leaving now. We're packing up, we know where we're bound. We're just packing up and getting ready to go. There ain't but one thing, baby, that's on my mind. Packing up, baby, leaving behind. Got someone else enjoying what I'm leaving behind. Just packing up and getting ready to go. You know, we stay on the road almost all the time. Yeah, I'm packing up, baby, came home last week, heard a brand new baby crying. We're just packing up and getting ready to go. We're packing up, gone, leaving now. We're packing up, leaving now. We're packing up, nowhere we're bound. We're just packing up and getting ready to go. Take a couple, Brother Michael. We're just packing up and getting ready to go. We're packing up. Don't even know. We're packing up. Yeah, leaving now. We're packing up. We know where we're bound. We're just packing up and getting ready to go. I'm packing up, yeah, yeah. Yeah, gonna leave you now. Packing up, yeah. Hell, we're going anyhow. Packing up. Yeah, we know where we're bound. We're just packing up and getting ready to go. We're just packing up and getting ready to go. We're just packing up and getting ready to go.
My name is TC Hirsch, inviting you to join us next Tuesday at 1:30 for Open Mic, our weekly program featuring local and not-so-local artists. If you would like to be a guest on Open Mic, please send us an email at kgpr@msugf.edu, or you may call us at 268-3739. Thank you so much for listening to and supporting Montana Public Radio, right here on 89.9 FM, KGPR, Great Falls.